Hey folks, welcome back to the land of the living. This is Eclair here, back with some more home. We're gonna get as far as we can today. I'm gonna try and keep doing the Batman voice because it's spooky, adds to the atmosphere. Alright, let's get this show on the road. Continue right where we left off at the train. But apparently someone's been shooting it, so... see if I remember how to get out of here. No, it's not this way. Is this the right way? No. Go that way. Let's go through the door. Must have been the entrance to the forest that was mentioned on the map that I had seen. Whoever was poking around in those tunnels underneath that man's house had scribbled notes on this place, but I couldn't make them out. Here, the sign pointed out various campsites that had walking paths within the woods. It mentioned a river, maybe a washroom, but the rest was too faded to see clearly. Oh, that trampled into the dirt and grass was a plastic card of some kind. I brushed it off, surprised to see it was my credit card. I wasn't sure if it was still usable, but it was mine. Did I take it? Yes. I pocketed my card. Hopefully I could find my driver's license too. Through the fence I could see a dilapidated outbuilding. I wondered if I could find my way around. Let's try in here. I think maybe, oh, it's a rock. I got a rock! There was a fire pit here. It was still warm. The embers burned at the bottom. I found 2 folding camp chairs that were knocked over. A couple of cans of beer spilled out on the ground. Cheap dome. A cheap dome tent slept 2 people. I shone my flashlight inside so I could see some bedrolls, 2 backpacks, and a cooler. Let's try going in this one. Rocks. There were some personal effects shoved in the rock. Wait, there was a notebook here too. Do I read it? Yeah. Inside the cheap dollar store notebook was a page after worn page of names and lists. None of it made much sense. The newest page contained several names. Heather, Olivia, Ashley, Cheryl, Iris, Daphne, Holly, Rose, Rachel. Rachel, her name was last on the list. It had a mark beside it in blue ink. The names of Daphne and Olivia had been crossed out with the same blue ink. Cheryl, Heather, and Rose had also been crossed out, but their marks looked older and more faded. Oh, jeez. Let's go through here. No. Don't. Don't something. No. So I do it anyway. Because that's how Claire's do. The Grammy sink had a small patch that looked almost clean. A musty wooden plank propped open a stall door. It didn't really seem useful. Did I bother take it? Yeah. I wasn't sure why, but I took the plank. I'm not really sure why I took that. I mean, Yeah. Yeah. Okay, there's the tent and there's stuff. No, I came from here. Sign was the same as the first one I had seen. This must have been the exit the other side of the woods. Oh, how convenient. I finally found the exit. Once I left, I knew I'd never wanted to return there. Hell with this place. This place is scary. Through the dense trees, I could finally start to see some light. I must have been at the edge of the forest, though I wasn't sure where the path ahead might lead me. I could almost feel the cryptic notebook in my pocket as I tried to think about what it could mean, and where were the campers who abandoned their site. Would I meet them too? The path ahead was less dense. I still felt guarded and weary. Who knew what was ahead? Oh, there's a guardrail. Whew. Safe now. There's a guardrail. I don't like disappearing behind trees. Creepy. Creepy. Let's try. As I stepped through the gate, I suddenly recognized Auto Parts Factory, where I had worked as a mechanist for all those years. The plant had closed almost 3 years ago now. Times were better then. I thought I could hear a faint rustling behind me. Maybe it was just the wind. Wait, didn't I just walk into a building and now I'm out in a yard? One of the lockers hung open. Its contents were tossed around like someone had been looking for something. There was a large power box with 5 lights on it. Cables burst out of the box, snaking the other parts of the factory. The metal was starting to wear and the cobwebs had collected in the corners. The box wasn't receiving any power. The door was locked tight. It seemed to be connected to the power box. The door was shut. There was a little electronic box under the handle, a sign saying, "Danger, closed for repairs." Let's go upstairs then. Every part of this plant smelled old and rotted. I noticed the old bulletin board on the wall that was behind me. The board contained yellowed clippings of newspaper, cartoons, and notices. There were notes to and from the guys that worked here. One of them was to Norman, who was one of the older guys in the line. A power panel looked like it was shut off. Did I press the switch? Yes. Still wasn't working. Did I try it again? Open locker was stuffed with dirty work clothes and old boots. There was a photo of a woman taped inside, but it was scratched out. The face was unrecognizable. Do I push the switch? Yes. Seemed to be working again. It was shut tight. There was a rusty-looking card slot on the side. I really have no idea what is going on in this game. Oh, that's a chair. Old break table, a layer of dust and grime only made things seeing this sting more. This was Norman's locker. The door was dented like someone had punched it. I don't remember him doing that when we worked here. Another panel that I could hope would get the power back on. Great, this one was working too. Utility shelf crammed with mismatched tools and items. There was a claw hammer on the shelf. Did I take the hammer? Yes. As I took the hammer, I noticed it wasn't dusty like the rest of the tools in the... Oh, God. Another panel that I hoped could help me get the power back on. Yes. The power still wasn't working. Yes. There we go. Yay. The power panel still wasn't working. Yay. Why are there no lights in this factory? The locker was a complete mess, and at the bottom there was a magnetic card. Do I take it? Hell yeah. I slipped the key card into my pocket. With apparently everything else that I've been carrying around for this entire trip. Yeah. 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 Stuck with it. I struck with the hammer. The old wooden boards came apart easily. After I removed the planks, I left the hammer on the floor. Because screw that hammer, I will never need it again. This was my locker. It stank of booze. There was a picture of Rachel on the inside. It looked like it had been torn up. I thought I had taken that picture home when the factory closed. The floor is littered with old liquor bottles. I wonder if that man in the house had something to do with this. He sure had a lot of alcohol at his place. Alrighty. I am going to pause it right here. This has been Home, available on Steam. Pretty cheaply, $3 or $4. Give me a like, give me a subscription, share me on your social media network of choice. Thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Do have a nice day.